Hey guys, Brian here. It's been a very long time since I've last uploaded, but I'm back, and this time around I'm going to be uploading more often when I can, so let's do it. For this video, we'll be going over the topic of code snippets. At its most basic form, a code snippet allows you to essentially copy and paste functions or whatever kind of code you want in a really easy way without actually having to copy anything. It's more so of typing out a shorthand notation like a keyword and automatically pasting whatever code is associated with that shorthand notation. So to give you a better understanding, it's best to show you. So I have a code snippet that allows me to create the mark points for different sections so much easier. Normally when you create a mark point, you would type this out, give it a name, and that would be it. This is totally fine, really simple to type, but if it's one less thing for me to repeatedly type over and over again, I'm going to do it. So I create a mark point using the code snippet I added, and that is done so using the shorthand notation that I added. So you type mark, and then you click enter, and it automatically pre-fills the mark point format with a placeholder, which here I can type literally anything I want to denote this mark point as the title. For those of you watching who don't know what a mark point is, essentially it gives your whatever section your code is a title for you to refer to in the mini map here on the right hand side. But also, more importantly, if your file is very large or very long, or also just very dense, and you're trying to locate a particular section in your app, you can go up here where it says no selection. You click that. This gives you like sort of a drop down menu. This shows all the function signatures in your file. But more importantly, we're looking for the one here that looks like a ribbon symbol. This pretty much shows different mark points or sections that you created. And if you click on it, it automatically jumps to it. And just to show that it really is doing that, I create another mark point here. Let's call this helper methods, and then you can see on the right hand side that it does say helper methods as well. And then if I click up here where I told you before, and now it says helper methods and set methods, and you can click each one and it'll automatically jump to it. Yeah, this is really great. Use it all the time in my professional day-to-day work. But yeah, so how would you go about creating your own code snippet? Super simple, really straightforward. You select whatever kind of code you want to essentially copy and paste. I'll take these three lines of code that I use to set up the navigation bar, for example. You highlight whatever code you want to turn into a code snippet. You right click and then click the option that says create code snippet. Click that. It will bring up the snippet library, if you will. This text field here is the title of your code snippet. You can call this whatever you want. Obviously be as detailed as possible because you can create multiple code snippets, and you want to be able to call upon the snippet without being confused on which one is what. So for this one, let's call this navigation bar setup. And then the more important part here is down here where it says completion with the text field input box. This is where you type in this shorthand notation for this code. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to call this setup nav bar, right? And then on the bottom right, I'm going to click the done button, and that's it. I'm going to click out of this, so that goes away. Now, if I want to call upon this snippet, let's say, for example, this 3 lines of code doesn't really exist. Brand new file, come over here, and then all I need to do is call the shorthand notation that I added before, which is setup nav bar. So if I begin typing up setup nav bar, you can see right here, as denoted by the curly brace symbol right here, that is my code snippet, and also showcases the title that I gave it, which is navigation bar setup. And if I click enter, it automatically pastes the code associated with the snippet that we just created. This is really powerful. You can imagine if you have like a huge block of code that you want to use multiple places throughout your app, like this navigation bar code, or if using mark points like I just showed you earlier, or if you're also creating a custom view that has associations with different views that you can inject it with, this would be really handy. But yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I have a bunch of videos coming out soon that I'm currently in the process of filming. I'll get those out to you shortly. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more.